Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. So this is the acrylic painting I've been working on probably for the last like 3 weeks. It's still a little rough down here at the bottom. I still got a lot of hours still left on it, but oh, thank you. I love the little hearts. You definitely take a look at my videos and content on my YouTube channel. I am also on Instagram and TikTok. However, I haven't really been posting too much on TikTok lately. But I have years worth of videos up on there. It's too purpley. Oh, you're so sweet. There's other elements I'm gonna add to it, to the background, because it looks like there's a lot of like negative space right here. But that'll be filled in with some more detail. This one's actually pretty hard. This has taken me the longest out of my last few paintings I've done. But I'm also kind of like pushing myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. How much is left? This whole area down in here hasn't even been broken into yet. You'll probably see me on here for like another couple more weeks working on this. But I only get to like really work on it maybe like 3 hours if I'm lucky a day. I'm usually on live stream later on at night. Um, I just had like a rare time frame, like a window to where I was here alone during this time of day on a Saturday at that. I'm just on here trying to share my work, um, and maybe meet some new friends, network, help people out with anything creative. I don't really know what I'm doing right now with this, but yeah, I spent like a couple of years doing like if you go back and look at some of my content, I've been doing fluid art paintings. I did that for a couple of years. I've always done like drawing and illustration. I've been doing this for like 20 years at this point. But yeah, there's a time where I could not focus. And then experimenting with like the acrylic pouring was like satisfying in a way to where, each time it would be a new piece. Like each night I would make something different. Um, but this has really given me like discipline on actually following through with like creating an actual painting. I know some artists like have three or four different things going at one time. Like I can't do that. I have to focus on one thing. Um, because if I don't do that, then it'll never get finished. And then I'll have like eight things that are, uncompleted around. Yeah, I don't like this here. Oh, that's cool. I mean, as long as it's like a personal project, there's no hurry to it. Just because, it doesn't matter how fast you get it done. What makes the piece good is the time that you spent on it and the dedication. I know like social media really pushes people to think they have to have something new up every single day. And it's not realistic. I mean, I know there are some crazy people out there that, can just like whip something up in like an hour. Yeah. Yeah, just basically what I was saying was, not to compare yourself to other people because it'll definitely make you get discouraged and then you won't want to, try it all. Do you post any content or any progress on your portrait? I don't know what I'm doing with this. And honestly, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. Most of the time, I'm just winging this stuff. Well, just keep trying at it. You never know when you'll get in the mood to actually want to keep trying. Or like when you feel the inspiration hit. And there was plenty of times where I just didn't really make anything for a couple of years. There's like a lot of different factors in life. And plus, like live streaming seems to kind of help too. Like I was just always like nervous and scared to like put myself out there, but it's the only way these days that you'll get your art seen. You have to put it up on social media. Yeah, you definitely can. And then, there's people out there that use like tools and different methods um, to speed up their process and act like, oh, I'm this good artist because I painted this acrylic portrait in 3 days. And it's like, no, you use tools to speed up your process, which is smart, but don't act like you're better than somebody else because you know. And I am definitely not that kind of person. I do not think I'm better than anybody else. Like I was saying, I wing all this stuff, and if I'm good at any of this stuff, it's from years of doing it and learning from my mistakes. Um, Acrylic paint takes like dries instantly. That's why people kind of use acrylic when they first learn how to paint and then move up to like oils. Um, so this dries pretty quickly. I don't know I forget the actual textbook term for it, but I'm basically glazing. So I'm doing multiple transparent layers over top of each other that build up the color. That's kind of how I'm painting this one specifically. I might come in with like acrylic paint markers and get like the fine details and like the feet, because like the crow's or the raven's feet are kind of like blending into the hair. So I have to figure that part out. Oh yeah, digital colorings are cool too. A lot of my drawings I'll scan and color in like Photoshop or something, or Procreate. Yeah, this is still gonna be. I know it looks really rough right now. I was on live stream the other night and people were giving me heck about it, but I was like, it's not done yet. But yeah, this is the reflection It's going to be a water reflection. So eventually I'm going to put more like water ripple details in here. And then you'll eventually see, the camera's not really showing it, but I'll eventually put in like the yellow highlights and the clouds here. Um, that sort of thing. I might even add more details to like the raven. I was thinking maybe having something coming out of its beak, like a necklace or something weird. Yeah, I've never done like a face reflection in water before, so this is like I'm really pushing myself out of my comfort zone. So it might not look, the best at the moment. But keep positive thoughts for me that'll make it turn out good. Thank you for coming in. It was nice chatting with you. I'll have to follow or subscribe to your channel. Yeah, I'm pretty decent. I wouldn't say I'm the best or the great, but I definitely have been doing this for a long time. So a lot of practice. I appreciate you stopping in. Are you Henry? If you have any questions, let me know. This painting started off with an underpainting. I usually coat the whole canvas. I've been on like a hot pink kick lately. So most artists don't paint directly on the white canvas. That's something that's like an advanced learning. Some artists use like a brown or like a dull orange color. Um, I like to use like fluorescent colors. I don't know. I know some people frown upon it and like fine art, but whatever. There's all kinds of weird contemporary art out there. This isn't that crazy. I mean, didn't like Andy Warhol and that use pop art in like the 60s, which was all like bright colors? I mean, I guess that's kind of what I'm going for here. I don't know. Some people say psychedelic, but I think it's more like it's contemporary pop art style. Well, that's just my own opinion. Like it's not as like weird as like pop surrealism. It's more like the colors, I would say. I'm trying to add purple and mix it with the blue and the hair so it contrasts a little bit differently than the raven. Because the raven's just straight blues. So her hair has blue pink, and I'm adding purple or violet to give it more contrast. But I'm not really liking it too much. And acrylic paint is a very forgiving medium, so if you're wanting to start to paint, I would suggest to start with acrylic. I mean, like some art schools will give you like watercolor. I think this is just an opinion as well. I think watercolor is a lot harder to use um, than acrylic. I don't know what's going on. It's like during the day here. Well, I guess it's like evening, but there's like people like sawing wood or I don't know what they're doing outside, but I don't know. That's a good question because I did a couple of skies like that where it's like the sunset, but it's like a fire sky, and then eventually I plan on like putting some stars at the top here. So that's my initial idea. We'll see. Sometimes I have all this stuff planned out in my head, but then it takes a turn differently. I'm trying not to be too perfectionist on it because I'll spend like hours just working on one spot, and it's like it's not that deep. It's not even for like anything. This is just like a personal project. At least I think I answered your question correctly. I'll have to add some lighter blue to the feet. I'm not really feeling that. I don't know who's all in here, but I'll show you my cat real quick. He's like wanting me to feed him. So he's like just laying here harassing me. Oh, I thought you were asking about the painting. If the sky was supposed to be night or day. Well, thanks for stopping in anyway, Jason. Usually I have some background noise playing. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on right now, but I will definitely be back live later tonight. More productive. Like, I feel more creative at night. I don't know why. But I also wanted to get my art out to like a different group of people that, aren't online at like 3 a.m. or whatever. Oh, you're from England? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so this is like, prime time that to be able to reach like other people in the world as well that, like when I'm on at 3 a.m., you're probably eating breakfast where you live. So you're not, on YouTube. I mean, you might be, but probably not so much as in the evening after you've had like dinner. I'm in the United States, Pennsylvania to be exact, the East Coast, kind of near New York City. I have been to England. I visited England a while ago. I really enjoyed it. I actually have a video. I was going through some of my old like photos and videos, and I found a video I took when I was like in England. I went on some Ferris wheel, which apparently to the locals was really scary, and I was just like, "Yeah, let's do it." It was like the best experience. Yeah, I would absolutely visit again. I do have my passport, just, funds like money, and I know there's a lot of stuff going on globally, but I mean, that wouldn't discourage me from being a tourist and visiting somewhere. Yeah, I'd love to go to Europe. I mean, unfortunately, I don't really know any other language. I mean, other than like a few phrases, which is kind of my fault for not, you know, taking the time to learn something. Yeah, I saw I saw a lot of people, not even just that, but just a lot of people on social media just talking about it. Because I mean, our local mainstream news won't share anything with us that's going on in any other country. So basically, we don't know unless people in England, for example, get online and make videos and tell us and show us what exactly is going on. But um, I have seen that people are, putting their flags up and everything, which is cool because I never understood that why that was such a thing in England that it was wrong to fly your flag. Like I don't get that. But again, that's just an opinion. I'm just an average person, just sitting at home painting on a Saturday afternoon. I don't. Yeah, and that shouldn't discourage people from like going places and like visiting. And like a lot of the stuff too, that you see like on the news and like your governments will be like, oh no, don't, there's a travel warning and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I mean, is everywhere can be dangerous if you don't be aware of your surroundings. I don't know. Especially like Western countries. Like, what? A lot of it's biased stuff. I think it's pretty cool. I think more people should do that here, but get more aggressive with it because it's definitely ridiculous. But I hope you're doing okay and everything's all right. Yeah, just chilling on a Saturday evening. I might go out, but I'll probably go out later. It's such nice weather here too, and I'm just like, ah. Oh, I kind of like what's going on there now. So I'm just like building up the layers. trying to add more contrast to this. I've been making art. Um, I started off doing illustration, I would say about 20 years now. Recently, within the last like 3 years, I really started to dabble more in acrylic painting. That was something I always struggled with when I was younger, so I was trying to get a little better at it. Like that was like mostly like my growth as an artist. I use all different sorts of reference types as well. I'm hoping maybe to like start doing some like outdoor painting. But that would involve me leaving my house. So I gotta start doing that more often. Yeah, don't get discouraged. Anybody in here that's just getting started or, dabbling in art a little bit. Like, I have been doing this for a long time. This isn't something I just woke up one day and just did. It takes a lot of, you have to have actual passion for it. Someone was in here earlier talking about how they, don't really have like the patience or they get bored or they don't, end up finishing stuff and you have to really have a passion for it. Like that's what it all comes down to. I mean, I guess that could be true for a lot of things. Yeah, I definitely wanted to I still might even if it's cold. I kind of wanted to travel a little bit and go to some like a new place and try to paint some nature from life. That would be cool. And if I can get better at live streaming, like I'm really new at live streaming. Like I just learned how to use like YouTube, even though YouTube's been around for like years. Um, I mean, the modern day YouTube, it's like live streaming. I want to try to practice like actually putting my phone on like a tripod and like walking around and like doing other activities while live streaming. So this is kind of like a warm up for that. So hopefully later down the road I'll have some more interesting content. Um And then I kind of have like a personal, like financial problems right now. So that's kind of preventing me from doing some things, but I'm not letting that like discourage me. Um, Stuff happens, and the world in general is hard right now. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was actually insecure to like talk on here for a while, but then like I see everybody else doing it, and it's, I'm just like everybody else. Now, eventually, I will show myself on here. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm a hot mess. Um, but eventually, I'll get better at maybe like showing myself, or maybe have myself showing while I'm painting. Because I know a lot of people who like live stream and do it that way, get like more viewers. Um, I'm not like hiding myself at all. I do have myself shown in my videos. Yeah, I found like YouTube's pretty cool. I kind of like the demographic that's on here versus like TikTok. TikTok's like a younger crowd, which is fine by me. But you know, it's like a mixture of people on here. I've kind of looked into maybe Kick or like Twitch or something, but like um I don't really see too many people doing art on like Kick. That seems to be more of like gamer streaming. And I'm not too good with video games. I don't like somebody was talking about having like patience to paint something. Like I don't have the attention span to play video games. But I always tend to like date people that play video games. I don't know. Computer guys. And then they have no idea what I'm talking about with my art, so it kind of works out. Yeah, but it's pretty easy. I mean, trying to figure out like the algorithm and actually getting your videos, like your content to be pushed in the algorithm. Now that I'm still trying to figure out how to do. Cuz I've like recorded stuff in like high quality. I recorded it horizontal and stuff like that, and it hashtags and titles and all that. I don't know. I guess you got to put like a bunch of like graphics and editing on it, which I don't know if I really want to do for my artwork because that'll kind of just take away from it. Yeah, I haven't tried the live stream on Instagram. I'll have to try that and see. I know there's a lot of not such nice people on there. There's a lot of like hate comments and stuff. So I don't know. I might try it just to see how it goes. I probably won't get anybody that comes in the live stream anyway. I mean, TikTok used to be good. It's not anymore. They especially don't push any of your stuff if you're an artist, like at all. And then I feel bad too because some people are like, "Oh, my art's awful because I only got like 100 views." It's like no, I was like that has nothing to do with it. I was like, don't base your worth of your art on that. They switched all that over to like AI. So unless you like pay money or do some corny trend, like your video is not being pushed at all. I've been trying to figure out a way to been promoting my YouTube channel because I'm trying to see if I can get some of my followers on TikTok to come follow me or to subscribe to me over here. A lot of some people I know actually have done that. I've seen some people I went to college with start posting content on here, which is cool. I'm trying to inspire more people to put artwork out there. Yeah, definitely. Definitely bad vibes. There's a lot of people that get on here and try to like troll you and stuff, and that doesn't really work with me. I have a really good sense of humor. I can take a joke. And if you really want to be mean, I have my Venmo listed. You can donate to me and you can talk all the crap you want. I did set up like where you can do like text to speech donations, but I don't know how to work the app. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Because, like, with that app, apparently you can multi-stream, like I could stream this to TikTok and YouTube at the same time, but I don't know how to, because I got my laptop out. I can see the chat on YouTube, but I can't see the chat on TikTok. So I don't know what people are saying on there. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like if somebody has something to say or something nice or somebody I know, I want to be able to like respond back to them. Yeah, I'm still working on this. I'll probably be working on it for a while. Kind of just taking my time with it and getting on live stream and really talking about it. I'll be on again later tonight too. This is like a rare. I wanted to see if I could reach new or more people different times of the day. I want to do a live stream paint pouring, acrylic pouring live stream. I'm trying to get more of an audience. Then I also want to, like I was saying, learn how to use the dual stream app to where I could put it up on TikTok as well. I mean, I might try to put some stuff up on Kick. I don't know if anybody really watched it on there. That didn't really seem too artsy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I just, you know. Yeah, I'll probably only hang out for like a few more minutes. Then I'm gonna let my phone cool down a while and feed my cat because I'm sure he's wasting away to nothing. Yeah, I'm definitely I'm not here to argue or fight or anything. If anything, I want to make friends. There's, the world's crazy these days. What the girl in the painting? That's actually not even a real person. I use like a reference generator, which is like, a new kind of technology instead of using like, you know, photography, like model photo photography. You can kind of generate your own person, um, and use that as a reference. I'm guessing it's like an AI type tool. Um, But that's kind of like where technology is today. So there's no way to get around it. So it has been a lot better because, like, I used to have to go on, like, Tumblr or Pinterest or Google, and I've bought and downloaded art model books where basically you can buy books of people that pose nude as like a reference for artwork. But then this new technology is so much easier because now you just get on your laptop. Um, you kind of have to learn how to articulate your idea in writing, and then you just type it in, and then the computer will kind of just make it like a reference photo for you. Like, so if I just would say, oh, I want a female in water with long hair, and then it'll kind of give me that portrait or that pose. But you have to know some sort of anatomy, though, because that technology isn't 100% accurate yet. It will be eventually, but you just got to be careful. I would say that's more advanced. Like if you're just learning how to draw or paint, I would start with using, actual photography and like learning from real life at first. But I will give you all a close up before I log off here. The hair is kind of wet still, so. Well, I appreciate you hanging out with me this afternoon. Thank you. Thanks for stopping in. I know I'm getting ready to log off, but I don't know where you are, what your time zone is, but I will be back on, I would say, 12 a.m. Eastern Time, United States. So I'll probably go back on for another hour. Because I need to get this done so I can move on to something new. Because there's a lot of things I want to get on here live and show people, make content with, especially with like the paint pouring stuff. I really want to. How many hours? I don't know. That's another good question too. Why I'm kind of live streaming this, because I can kind of gauge how many hours it took me. I mean, give or take, because I stop and talk and do other things. So I would say as of right now, probably like 10 hours straight of painting. And probably another 10 left. Hoping less. So I really gotta lock in and just finish it. So that's what it comes down to, locking in, but. And then going out a lot requires spending money too. Yeah, it really is. Trying to make content, I've been working at it. I've been trying because it's like a couple of years ago, the whole thing was, push short form content, like quick, like 10-second videos. And then now everything is long form, edited, and then live streaming now is like a thing. So it's like now you have to like know how to live stream and stuff like that in order to get any of your artwork pushed out there. And then you got to keep up with all the app updates. And I gave up on Instagram. Like for a while there, for like a year, I was making reels. I gave up on that. That was just a waste of time. I don't know. There are people that actually with artwork got, had a couple of videos go viral, but other than that, like you're lucky if you get one. Yeah, it is. And then it's like now you have to have, 8 paragraphs on top of your video of text. Like I think that's like the dumbest thing ever. So it's like you got someone like me or like artists that are trying to show, artwork in a video, and it's like, oh, now you got to leave space at the top to put to text. And it's like half the time it's not even anything original. It's like people are just putting stuff into Chat GPT, and and that's what's getting your videos pushed. It's so stupid. I can't stand it. Or they want you to pay $20 to have your video pushed out too. Thank you. I appreciate that. It is really hard work. I know a lot of people don't understand it, especially like older people, like maybe like your parents or something like that. They're just like, "Oh, you just sit around on your phone." It's like, yeah, in theory, but I was like, go watch like the 20 hours of footage of me painting on live stream. Like that's like documenting like what I'm doing. But yeah, it's not my only form of income. Like I do other stuff too. Maybe once upon a time this could have been, my only thing, but not in this day and age. And it just makes me feel good to share it with people because what's the point of gatekeeping all this knowledge and creative stuff, you know? Yeah. And they don't, give people, and especially some like content creators and like influencers and stuff like that, like that stuff's really actually hard. It's not, and you gotta learn you have to know how to use like all the technology and keep up with all like it's insane. I don't even know how some people do it. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, and definitely thanks for chatting with me. I really appreciate it because it helps me have something to talk about too. So I'm not just like sitting here in silence, or you're not listening to whatever live stream or podcast I'm listening to in the background. Yeah, that's what I plan on. I'm gonna try to get on here and do like a live paint pouring. I haven't done one in years live. Um, so I definitely want to do that. That's like my main goal. So I try to switch it up a little bit. I've been getting on here showing like old work. I've been putting like the black light on some of them. Um, trying to mix it up a little bit. But basically, my channel's gonna mostly be art at the moment. That's all I really. I mean, I do have a lot of knowledge on like print production too, and like printing. Um, if anybody ever wants to talk about that, that's other useless knowledge I have in my dome. But hey, you never know. Somebody might have like looking for an investment and be like, "Hey, I want to buy these printers and open up a print shop, but I wish I knew somebody that knew how to run them." Me. But I don't know, that seems to be a dying field as well. Yeah, so that's what I was trying to do. Trying to make this more like purpley, her hair, but I think I made it too dark now. But I am going to log off for now. I appreciate you for coming in. Definitely subscribe to me so you can see when I'm on live again. I'm usually on at night, but you never know, I might randomly come on during the day or an earlier time for you. And you can stop in again. But take care, hang in there, and stay strong. Peace out.